Mic check. Masky, hello. Congrats on getting first. All right. I posted my things. Oh, you're adding monsters. Dope. Punishing them for being late. Posted my live notifications. Let me just reopen this Discord tab where I have some references. All right, cool. I'll keep that there. Let's fucking go. Hello, 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 hello. Masky, are you picking back up with the Hydra Roper? How did that end up I don't think I remember how that ended exactly. I know you left off when you revealed that it was a Hydra Roper. Okay. I gotta hear how that goes. All I'm saying. Wise choice, not gonna lie. I don't think I'd want to deal with that. Alright. So, first and foremost, I'm going to review some of the stuff that we know about this character. We're doing some fresh character art today, getting it started. Probably going to take us a little while because I plan to do a background and everything for this one. Y'all know me, I like to go big on my details. This one's a little different from our usual character art because it's modern. This is not medieval fantasy like we usually do, but I am fully capable of drawing modern people, and I do enjoy it. I just usually end up drawing medieval fantasy people because I guess that's the world I live in my brain. But this guy is modern. He is from a different TTRPG. This is for a buddy of mine, my roommate actually, and the piece is for a game that is based in the same universe as Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. I think that's the correct. Yeah. Um, I'm not. I actually haven't seen the show Has Been Hotel, which surprised Zoob the other day. But that doesn't mean I'm fully capable of drawing this guy, especially because he's like a '90s skate punk, and that is super up my alley. Like that's how I fucking dress. So no problem there. His name is Vincent Patch Bandoni. He's a void man, and he's short. He has a '90s skater aesthetic. He is an Italian American from Philadelphia. He died in 2022 because this game takes place in the afterlife. And his profession was as like a skater, daredevil, sportsy challenge dude, and that's what he died doing too. That's interesting. I'm assuming that that's gonna like tie into something, but I know your players hang here too. So if you can't tell me, I understand. Alright, I renamed some layers and made a little preliminary save for myself. I don't understand why the spacing between the lines of the text is so large. Does that change it? I think I made it larger by mistake. I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's fucking with the kerning. That's not what I'm trying to fuck with. I just want to know why the spaces between rows are so large. Anyway, the text editor on Krita is a whole fucking thing. Dion, you nerd. Oh, Masky, I was saying that that sounds like it's something symbolic to what you're leading into, the whole changing sigil on the chest thing. But that if you can't say because your players hang here, then I understand. Interesting, okay. Yeah, if you can say, I'm very interested in hearing, because that's definitely, like, as a player, that's the kind of thing I'd pick up on being, like, symbolic, and I'd expect to come up again somehow. Let's see, I got a pretty dope reference image of a skater here. It was really hard to find a good reference image of a person skateboarding because they put so many fucking sharpness filters and shit on skateboarding pics. I know that that's the style, but come on, I need good references. Interesting. Okay. And I was provided some reference photos in the form of some other art that he found online. They're all like a skate punk void guy who's got like a bit of a smoky effect with how his body isn't exactly solid. And a pretty dope sword. Dion, you get it. It's always the motherfucking fisheye lens, or it's like just sharpened to all shit. Like I can't see details well with that for me to discern like the specific anatomy of the pose, which is the whole point in having a fucking reference. So first I want to do a rough sketch of the skating pose that I've chosen, and then kind of figure out how the background layout is going to work with that pose to complement it, bring it out, all that good stuff. Even this one was taken with a weird lens, but at least the skater themselves is in focus, where the background is like tilt shifty almost. I don't understand skate photography. So the only really what do you want me to just like trace somebody else's work? Obviously not. The only body type description I got, aside from, I'm assuming similar to the reference images, is that he's a bit on the short side. I think I was specifically told 5'6". Yeah, this is a 90s kid turned skater turned daredevil. Doing the kind of skateboarding where you're like on a rooftop, jumping one to the next and shit like that. I have a little character bio that was sent to me. That's upsetting, Masky. I'm sorry to hear that. And thank you, Dion. Thank you so much for this 7 stream streak. That's really awesome of you, dude. So you in your teen years. Listen, I didn't know Teen Dion, but sounds like a fucking riot. Whoa, Nike on my stream? Illegal. Not in my good Christian neighborhood. Husky, thank you so much for the 20 stream streak. Thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. I really appreciate the shit out of y'all. I appreciate you, Dion. Yeah, I know you can't join us on Fridays because of your work schedule. So I know you have to watch the fucking VODs to keep up, and I really appreciate that, man. That is not an awful start. Just from eyeballing the reference, kind of copying the pose. Let me take a closer look at it and see like how my proportion lies. Thing is, I can't use exact proportional standards for this image because there is something here called foreshortening. And fun fact about me, foreshortening stresses me the fuck out. I'm not great at it. It's one of those things I really want to be good at, but I need the practice. Let's drop the opacity so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, I think it was Keith, because he's holding the key like this. And I was like, holy crap, the foreshortening is so good. How do I do that? Like, fantastic art in that game. Part of the problem with using references like this is that sometimes you look at an image and you see the pieces, and you draw the pieces individually, and when you zoom out, they don't come together well because you're not looking at the big picture. And so that's something that I'm trying to avoid. So to start, I made the collarbone a little too low. Gotta move that up. I don't know if void men have dicks, but I gotta make sure to leave room for his junk. Yeah, skateboarding poses, they're weird, they're wild, they're a little different for everyone because everybody's center of gravity and method of balancing is going to be a little bit different. Um I just wanted something that's dynamic. I did want some level of foreshortening because I want to practice it. Sachi, how are you? Thank you for the check-in. So I raised the collarbone a little bit. I made the torso, I raised the pelvis just a tiny bit, which makes the torso slightly shorter, because I gotta remember that this is not supposed to be a tall guy, and I tend to default to drawing people who look tall. Probably, like, not super loose pants, but, like, skater jeans, like the, like, boot cut kind of situation. I'm doing well, Sachi, and I hope you are, too. Because, like, in this one picture, he's got black jeans on. Well, the reference pictures, there's one with black jeans, there's one with, like, sweatpants. A lot of these have black jeans on. His description says his clothes are patched together repeatedly and damaged because of all his daredevil antics. So I'm probably gonna go with a little bit of a baggier fit than the reference images. Yeah, I'm certainly trying. We are trying to draw a guy on a skateboard, and I picked this pose because it has some foreshortening in it, and I think it looks dynamic, and I want to practice both of those things. And also because it was one of the few clear pictures of somebody on a goddamn skateboard, because they all put, like, blur filters and shit on it. So, yeah, I moved up the clavicle. The arm, the left arm is, like, totally incorrect. I gotta... I accidentally clicked that. This is what I get for not having a proper stream deck. Yeah, probably gonna have, like, goopy shoes from all the shoe goo and stuff. Like, a lot of little details like that for this guy, since he's, like, a void person, so he's just darkness. Like, he doesn't have a lot of identifiable features. So we're really gonna sell it with, like, the clothes instead. I think that's more correct to the reference. Yeah, we also usually do, like, medieval fantasy art, like how PK does. But this one is an exception. It's a more modern one. Frankly, I could use a bit of a mix-up in my portfolio, too. I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah, motherfucking Shugu, Dion. I still have some of that shit. Hey, that works. I've used it to repair boots a few times. Dion, we gotta just like unprompted simultaneously spam that at Zoob one of these days. Next time I see you in Zoob's chat, I'm gonna start sending that, you start sending it back, we'll fuck with him. Just a bunch of ass all of a sudden. So right now the proportions aren't too tall, so that's good. I did make the head a little bit larger stylistically. I think this is a good start. Go for a little more drama with that arm placement. My mic stand was being a hater. I raised the, I guess it's their left arm a little bit. Shortened the torso slightly, changed the angle of the upper body slightly, enlarged the right foot to match the proportions better of the left foot. The right foot should be a little larger perspective-wise. The left foot is facing more forward, so that would have some foreshortening. Hey, Vic, how are you? Okay, let me kind of go over this, clean it up a little bit, detail it a little more, see how it's working, or if there's more that I want to tweak. Once there's like a little more detail to the body shapes, I might realize something's off. Doing well, thanks, man.
Vikath Ravenfell has arrived.
We're working on a skater boy named Patch Bandoni. More modern than my usual stuff, but I'm having fun with a little shaking it up. Forget about it. He's from Philly, though, not New York. Philly people are their own brand of crazy. There, you guys can see what I'm doing a little better that way. It's kind of both. Like New York is brimming with Italian Americans, and so is New Jersey, and that's part of where like that cultural overlap comes from. They're like it's like a New York Italian American thing. Like I can't. There's layers. All I know is people in this area take being related to an Italian from several generations ago, hypothetically half the time, is their entire personality. And it's really funny because in the rise of things like ancestry DNA, a lot of these people have been finding out that they're not actually Italian at all when they've made it like their whole fucking personality. It's bad. Yeah, and the reference pictures I got, he's kind of a skinny guy. I made the wrist too fucking dainty. Like that was looking like my fucking wrists. I got tiny fucking wrists. Okay, we'd have a little bit of a fold in the tummy simply from the positioning. I feel like bringing out the pec a little bit made the one arm feel more natural. That's something I want to re-examine. Man, titties. Thanks for the lurk, Vic. I feel like my music tonight is more appropriate for this guy than my usual art. This album is so fucking good that when it came out, it was like all I would listen to for 4 months. Yeah, it's a lot of pop punk and shit, so it suits the whole skater thing more than my usual medieval shit. Like a nerd. Nah, this dude, he's a daredevil. There ain't no way he's wearing that shit. Dude died skateboarding off a building. Like, ain't no way. I think the arm his right arm on our left doesn't look quite right. I need to see the part of the problem is that the reference image I'm looking at, they're wearing a baggy shirt, so it's kind of hard to figure out exactly that area. Granted, that is a sin that will be hidden when I draw in clothing anyway, but if we're gonna say we're trying to do this like legit with good practice, we should try to correct that first. I try. But I will say my definition of professional is definitely not like the boomer shit. Like I wouldn't fucking talk like this if that's what my idea of professional was, you know. But I'm definitely professional about my art. Or at least I try to be. I've also been working on some updates for my website. Um I'm trying to get a page on there just for doing VTubers. So I started working on the formatting for that, but I still need to like actually write out stuff and get it up totally up to par before I like make that page public. That's definitely an improvement. Okay, do any of the reference images I got have eyes? No? Yes. Technically. Yes. 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 Okay, they all have like glowy hollow eyes. They're not detailed, it's the shape of eyes. I'm zooming in too much. It's totally fucking up my sense of proportion. They do have, like, enlarged eyes also in all their reference photos. But the skate pose also has them looking down, so I was trying to emulate that with just the shape. But it's not quite working with the expression the Sk8r picture I have actually is, so I'm gonna have to, like, tweak the, like, angle they're at a little bit. Okay, that's working better. I needed to give myself some more, like, waypoints on the face. That's fucking me up. That, as a pose, looks a lot more viable now. I know how big to write letters. So, like, if I were to give you a comparison to what this reference art looks like, I would say it looks a lot like what's his name? Father from Codename Kids Next Door. And I'm going to have to sell the contours of the face and stuff based purely on lighting. Because he's pure black. I'm going to do him as like a deep, deep, deep gray so I can have some level of shadow. And I'm primarily going to be working in highlights. It's all going to be about the highlights. Beat you to it. He also has like a cool jacket in all of these. There's different jackets. One's like a winter jacket. One's like a denim biker jacket. And there's a couple that are more like varsity or bomber jackets. He sent me a handful of references. One has big Chris Deltarune energy. And I teased him for that. But apparently it's older than the game. So we're probably gonna go for some kind of like modified bomber jacket. After all, this technically takes place in hell. It doesn't have to be completely realistic. And like some loose patched up jeans. Yeah, no shit. Most of these have some kind of hoodie. Oh, Masky, I'm sorry to hear that. But hey, I'm glad you're having fun playing some fighter games at EOS. I'm sorry to hear D&D got canceled, you ass. How are you, Eos? Assuming the worst about me like this. How dare you? How dare you? Now I feel attacked. Oh god, this is gonna get real cyclical real fast. How was your day, Eos? I saw you were like hanging with some friends and shit earlier. Rough jeans, just to kind of start figuring how fabric might lay on this body. Though I need to figure the shoes, because the pants would totally be tucked into the shoes for a skater like this. They wouldn't have them hanging out where it could get caught in the wheels and shit. Oof, that's a long wait for a bus. High tops, high tops, high tops. Looks like we have a pattern here. This one you can't see the shoes. All the ones where you can see the shoes, it's high tops. Let me grab a reference image for high tops. Go away, pixely Sk8r pictures. I don't need you. This one's better. Dude, I am so bad at those kinds of games. If you tried to teach me, I think I'd just get worse. Hey, I'm Tony. No, he's from Philly, not New York. Philadelphia. They're crazy in their own way. Like tearing their city apart when they win at football. I I don't understand football. I really don't. Like I just they win and then they tear their. I don't understand. That's a riot is Philly's way of celebrating. it's it's weird, dude. It's weird. Like I can't really speak on behalf of sports fans in other countries, but it really seems like there's something different about American men in football. I really it's something the fuck else. You know what's funny, Aos? That actually wasn't even censored for the word Pornhub. That was censored for the word balls. It specifically highlighted the word balls, not Pornhub. Okay, I'm getting a little sweaty. I'm not surprised either. It's a little annoying because like I've told Automod to chill, like this is a mature channel, you're allowed to make sex jokes and stuff. I'm just trying to keep slurs out, which is the reason I won't turn it off. It like just hate speech is what I'm trying to prevent, you know? I don't give a shit about the rest. right, let me think about how a bomber jacket might react to this posing. Oh no, the squid's casting spells. Because I feel like it would be like floating a little bit thanks to the whole like jumping up thing. Yeah, it would be whooshing. It would be whooshing. Whoa, whoa. Now Zoob is casting spells. I don't like that.